Well, very good morning, everyone, and welcome to a spectacular day in Launceston at the East Launceston Bowls Club. It is the inaugural The Viking, Tasmania's richest pairs bowls event. And my name is Rick Fontaine, joined by Rob Soward. Rob, good to see you again, mate. It's great to catch up after our footy grand finals a couple of weeks ago. But how spectacular is this venue?
Absolutely. It's good morning, Rick, and good morning, listeners, viewers. And what a wonderful day in Launceston. And the East Launceston Bowls Club looks fantastic, Rick. And as you've said, the people are milling in and getting ready for what promises to be an amazing final of the Viking tournament.
It does, and a nice little crowd early here as well. So this is a quarter-final action we're about to see here at the East Launceston Bowls Club. And then a bit later on this afternoon, we will have the semis and then the final. But our feature match for our quarter-final here, Jared Howard and Josh Walker-Davis are going to be taking on Jared Davies and Isaac Moore. Now, this should be a great contest between some very talented bowlers.
Yeah, absolutely, Rick. And it's really great to see this, I guess, destroys that rumour, doesn't it? You get around the place and say, people say, bowls is for old people. What a load of rubbish. You know, you've got four very young, talented athletes here. They're obviously going through the roll-up at the moment, just before we start competition. But we'll obviously share some information with our viewers on them. But yeah, some extreme talent here, and we're getting to the pointy end, aren't we, Rick? Quarterfinals, semi-finals, and then finals.
Bit of prize money at stake too. $10,000 for the winners.
I was going to say, if things get a bit tight on the live stream, we might see if we can go and roll a few down, because I'm liking that sort of money, that's for sure. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's getting very close, of course, to the season for here in northern Tassie, or in Tasmania and Australia-wide, of course. So, but you're right, we've got some very talented bowlers here, and it's an absolutely spectacular spot where we are here at East Launceston, on top of the hill. For those not too familiar, the backdrop is straight over the Tamar River and UTAS Stadium just down the road. So, beautiful day and a beautiful spot to be. So wherever you're tuning in and watching from, there's a bit of a view of it. The corporate boxes will fill up a little bit later as we go through the day, but it is a stunning day. Pretty light breeze. It's been very windy the last couple of weeks in Launceston, but touch wood for now. It's pretty good conditions.
Yeah, the East Launceston, just a massive shout out, Rick, to the East Launceston Bowls Club for putting on this wonderful tournament. I mean, not only have they got the club looking magnificent inside, there's a great crowd, there's food and drink and entertainment, and they've dialed the weather up as well, as you've said. So what a great initiative from the club. And as we progress through the day, we've got some of Australia's best bowlers here, which is super exciting for Tasmania.
Yeah, we've got just some of the other names in the field as well. We've got Barry Lester, of course, well known to no doubt many of our viewers, playing in one of the other quarterfinals. And we've got an international flavour as well from Canada, and bowlers from Ireland, right around the country, and Tasmania's best as well.
Yeah, it's terrific too, particularly given at the moment the Nationals have just started in WA. So the fact that we've got some of the best bowlers in the country here, I'm sure some of them will be flying out after today, potentially $10,000 richer, as you've said, Rick, heading off to WA to take part in that. So promises to be a fantastic day here today, as we're, as I said, we're just going through the warm-up at the moment. The quarter-final we're covering, Jared Howard and Josh Walker-Davis from the Longford Bowls Club, local boys. And they've got the mainland rivals in Jared Davies and Isaac Moore. And Isaac, a Tasmanian boy,
indeed. Yep.
But relocated, been bowling for Club Helensvale very successfully up there in Queensland. And we'll obviously reference that as we get through today, as they're just doing their warm-up.
Indeed. So it takes a lot to put this event together, and I know the Bowls Club here at East Launceston, in particular Paul Costello and Courtney Hobbs, put a lot of time and effort over this in the last couple of months, and it's picture perfect at the moment, and see people starting to roll into the corporate boxes as well. They're going to have a tremendous afternoon. We might be talking over the top of them there. Speaking of tops, they've knocked a few tops off already by the looks of it. So
that's terrific. And they're sun smart too with those hats as well, Rick. I'm loving the look of those sombreros. We'll see if we can get hold of one of those later, but they look brilliant, don't they?
They do, indeed. So as I said, this is quarter-final action, and we'll be going right through the afternoon we'll have one of the semi-finals as well. We'll be streaming, and then the final a little bit later on this afternoon here. So it should be a terrific day. Of course, I've been playing since yesterday. It's been a great couple of days. Of course, we've had sportsman's nights as well. We had the great Matthew Richardson here on Friday night at the Bowls Club, and last night Dermot Brereton, Rob Soward, Dermot Brereton, and Matthew Lloyd.
You struggle to get
Hawthorn
two.
and Essendon.
Yeah, struggle to get two better credentialed representatives of their clubs, premiership players and media identities. Rick, just great to have them here locally in our local community.
Absolutely. So just going through their final roll-up. We'll be underway pretty shortly.
Well done, bro.
So obviously, as Rick's alluded to, we're at the knockout stages of things. Obviously, this and other quarterfinals going on at the moment, and then we'll be bringing you the semi-final and obviously the final later this afternoon as we get to the pointy end as players vie for that $10,000. Rick, what a great initiative that is, and I think, as I said, full credit to East Launceston Bowls Club for putting on what's been a terrific Friday, Saturday and today, but offering that amount of money, you're going to get some really talented bowlers here for that.
And you find, of course, we're playing on synthetic as well, and always a bit of adjustment, isn't it, coming from the grass onto the synthetic, particularly with the pace. Absolutely,
and it's a move that obviously won't surprise. I know it won't surprise you, Rick, as a bowler, but won't surprise a number of our viewers. A lot of Tasmanian clubs are going towards that synthetic model because it enables them to play on it all year round. We obviously have those cooler, sometimes wetter winters, and that certainly helps that with the synthetic surface.
So nice little roll up there from Isaac. As you said, he's made the move up north.
Yeah, very talented Tasmanian junior, performed very well in a number of Bowls Tasmania tournaments previously, and to further his options, he went north. Rick, Bowls obviously big in Tassie, but just massive in places like Queensland and New South Wales, where there's always something going on at a Bowls club, isn't there?
Just came back from Broadbeach a couple of months ago when the Australian Open was on up there, and that whole stretch of the Gold Coast, the Bowls clubs there, is just barely a better place to be, is it? You could just get on the bike and pedal down to each one and enjoy every day.
Absolutely, and the amazing thing too with the competition that you just referenced, it's one of the very few sports, Rick, where I know you're a very keen bowler locally here. You could enrol to play in that.
That's it.
And you might find yourself in the first match drawn against a Commonwealth Games champion or someone like that. So, for our listeners, it'd be like rolling up to a local tennis tournament and finding you've got, Nick Kyrgios or someone like that in the first round. You just don't have that exposure, but bowls gives you that. So,
if that was me, I'd be straight on the bike if I'd seen the draw, mate. I'd take the losers check and away we go.
Yeah.
But your reference, it's a really good point you made, Rob. When you look at the, for those not involved in bowls, the demographics, a lot of people associated that it is an old person sport, and it's far from that. I mean, we've got a quarter final here with 4 young, talented bowlers. It's a changing face, and I know there's, talking to someone a little earlier, that the sport of golf has lost a lot of young people to bowls.
Yeah.
We live in a day and age where time is precious. Golf takes a long time. And a lot of people have moved to bowls. It's brilliant to see.
Yeah,
and a lot of young people here today watching, and fantastic.
And too, Rick, again, through the competitions you play, the hours are a little bit friendlier for people to get involved with in different tournaments. And I think there used to be a trivia question I used to often ask people, Rick, and that was who was oldest, the Australian bowls team or the Australian cricket team? And people always say, the bowls team, but it was the cricket team. So.
That's it.
Come on, mate. Hurry. Up. Full. Good. Well done. Sort of still the same thing, mate. Go a bit firm if you want. Get a split, you should be right.
They tricked us there, Rick, with the roll up. We were expecting a couple of ends of the roll up. That was actually the first end of the match, and Davies and Morn off to a flyer.
They are off to a flyer, picking up 5 on that opening end. So they have fooled us, because normally we have the 2-end roll up, but they're ready to go after 1. Yeah. Incredible.
That sort of talent doesn't surprise me at all, but off to a flyer. 6 3-bowl pairs. So, 6 bowls in play, so to come away with 5 shots is a fantastic result.
So Isaac right on the money with his first bowl. Here's his second one now, coming from the back end.
Bit heavy this one, but it's going to collect.
It's going to take it down as well. So good result.
Getting off to a really good start is so important in
Critical.
This type of bowls, isn't it? So you're not chasing the match.
Josh coming out wide here and get around his own bowl, which I think he's going to. This is looking pretty good as well. It's just going to slip past. But it's, as they say, Rob, it's a nice home.
Yeah, it is a nice home, and having those back bowls is pretty important, because young blokes have that reputation, Rick, as you know. They don't mind a drive.
No.
So that could come in handy later.
And the other one that we like is when Isaac has followed this one down. He likes it, and he's going to just tuck in the back there, just a few centimetres past Josh Walker-Davis. He's the most relaxed dude, isn't he, Josh? But he's an exceptionally talented bowler.
He's just an enormous young talent.
And look at this. He's, reckon, nice one there. He looks like from our vantage point, still 1 down. I'd say that Davies and Morn still holding the 1.
You mentioned Davies there, who's just stepping up to the mat now. Very highly credentialed junior bowler, the Australian Under-18 Bowler of the Year a few years ago. So an enormous talent. Great to have him here in Monson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Liking that too much.
No.
It's a bit wide and a bit
bit short. Probably a bit over a metre or so short. Not a bad little spot there, though. I mean, there's Jared Howard will step up now, and 15 ends for those who are just joining us. This quarter-final.
He's a member out of the Longford Bowls Club, very successful last season. Rick captured the Northern and State titles.
He's gone real heavy here. One's going to trickle out.
Davies is going to want something a bit more on the mark here, because what they want to do is really capitalise on this good start. They're holding shot at the moment. You want to give it some other friends there to rack that score up.
Until the interstate is going. He's got the hoodie on. He's a little bit cool still. Midday in Tasmania. He's gone very wide again here, but it's coming in very nicely now, and he just a fraction short from getting that Josh Walker-Davis bowl. He's second there, so they're still holding 1. This looks a little bit better line.
Much better. Ooh.
And he's no damage done. He's knocked his teammates bowl out, Josh's, but Jared's still sitting there for second, so they're 1 down. Jared Davies now. They've heard your fix might come from the back end here.
Looks a bit of line.
Yeah. Gonna have to work now. If he can knock that out, he can't. No movement there really. So still holding 1.
See what Howard's got up his sleeve here, because they won't want to concede. Watching it intently, but going to roll harmlessly by.
Yep. So that is 2 ends done.
don't muck around, these young blokes, Rick. They're right onto it.
They are, aren't they? Pretty sure that was just the one shot in the end. They're very quick to move on.
I think it was just the one.
So 6-0, and look at Isaac.
Started
Right
like
on
a
the
house
money,
fire.
hasn't he? Right on the money immediately.
You always get a feeling, Rick, when Tassie bowlers relocate somewhere else and they come back, they really want to make a statement, don't they, when they come home? And Isaac Morn's certainly done that today so far.
Almost a repeat of the last end there, Rob. Great bowl from Isaac straight away, and Josh just coming with that bowl, just finishing inside the rink. Isaac coming up with a nice bowl here too that just trickles about a metre past Kitty.
They've certainly shown that the leads are very quick to adjust, although that's going to be a bit short as well.
Yeah, it's finished around a metre short.
With this abbreviated format with the 15 in three bowl pairs, you know, you've really got to be on the money from the get-go, don't you, Rick?
You do. Beautiful looking bowl again. Just going to skip past, but again, that's a good spot. Yeah, there's no mucking around, is there? They are absolutely flying through this.
Yeah, they are.
And
that's a handy, nice off. But, handy for later. So
he's handy for later. Sort of pretty much rules the backhand out there. A nice little spot there for Josh Walker-Davis. So the winner of this will progress through to the semi-finals, of course. The other quarterfinals being played currently at the same time. Our feature match, Jared Howard and Josh Walker-Davis taking on Jared Davies and Isaac Morn.
Gone very wide, hasn't he?
Yes. Starting to work now. Can he get in for that second shot? Just going to be a little short.
Got the Broadbeach hoodie on. It's a bit of a commentator's nightmare when they do that, because the bowlers, Rick, like to wear the merchandise, which is great. So not sure if he's repping his local club or he's just repping the Bulls.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's their home, and that is where it can get very confusing.
Isaac's third bowl was a foot tighter than the bowl that he trailed the jack with.
Missed everything, that one, from Jared Howard.
Yep. He's just struggling a little bit with the pace here at the moment, isn't he? He's had three that have gone past.
Yeah, the Longford boys just haven't quite got the compass working at the moment. The locals in terms of Northern Tassie locals, not locals in terms of East Launceston locals, but they'd certainly play up here a lot, Rick, wouldn't they, in their pennant comp starting in a couple of weeks?
Tell you what, it's a good thing our viewers can't smell what's going on here, because they'd be salivating. The barbecue's firing up, Rob.
Absolutely.
Over in the back.
Well, I'm hoping they're listening to us inside, because I reckon they could probably whip whatever that is they're cooking over here to us shortly.
How do you like your hamburgers, Rob?
Over here with us is a good place to start, aren't they, for the burger?
Yeah. Beetroot or no beetroot?
the full thing.
Yeah. You turn me over the jack once and follow through, you make 4 or 5. So.
The voice of Isaac Morn. Jared's bowl once again finishing in the ditch there. So he's concerning start for the Northern duo, because 6 down already and potentially staring at a few more here. Got 1 bowl each remaining. Jared turned around pretty quick, which doesn't necessarily mean he's overly happy with it.
You can't believe what you see, mate. She's tight down there.
Heavy.
Josh Walker-Davis, as I said, mate, he's pretty relaxed. He's got a beer in hand down the other end.
Yeah, there you go. Don't always see that when you're playing for 10 grand, but anyway.
Now, what's he done here? All right.
Given up another one, haven't they? Kicked the one out.
Yep. So, been a great start. Just wait for confirmation. Scoreboard, but 3 ends done. And there we go. 7-zip after 3. Long way to go, of course, though. 15 ends. A terrific start this for Jared Davies and Isaac Morn. Bright, sunny conditions. Thankfully, we got the marquee over us, Rob. But it's pretty pleasant out there. It's probably around 16, 17 degrees at the moment.
Looking around the crowd, there's lots of short sleeves, as you've said, Rick. We can tell the mainlanders.
Yeah, we live in hope, don't we, for summer beginning. It makes a huge difference when that wind is gone. And for the time being, it's pretty light breeze, thankfully. So they're liking the short ends, aren't they, Matt? Right up.
Yeah. And again, as we've highlighted in the call so far, Davies and Morn have just really adjusted. You know, they've been on since the first bowl of the first end. And again, that one just shows you Morn right on the money.
And being able to hold that mat is so important, because they've seen, particularly, Jared has really struggled with the pace and the length. You stick to it, but as we speak, there's a shot bowl for Josh Walker-Davis.
He's just a prodigal talent, Walker-Davis. You know, we've seen him do some really, really good things at state level. So laconic, so laid back, but just dishes it up, doesn't he, when he needs to.
A good line here. Is he going to knock Josh out? He is, but and he pushes him forward, so no damage done there for Howard and Walker-Davis. The
other thing too, Rick, with playing so quickly, it's great. We obviously going to miss, I think. Yeah. Getting through the ends, it sometimes can flow against you too in terms of that technical aspect of bowls. Just taking your time to set yourself up. I mean, I know it is only 3 bowl pairs, but the strategy's still there, and they need to just take their time and make sure of that where that next bowl's going, don't they?
Yep. Well, it must be warming up, because the hoodie's off for Jared Davies. Warming up. He's not look real happy with this, but it's coming in pretty nice. If he gets a little touch here, just didn't quite have the legs.
Walker-Davis is still holding shot as his teammate Jared Howard approaches the mat.
And I think at this stage you just want to take the end, don't you, and try and get a bit of control, get that mat.
Get that mat back.
I suspect they're going to get that back, yeah, absolutely.
Played well, mate. Get it out, you make 4.
Got rid of his teammate's bowl.
He has, but I was pretty tight, I think, actually. Always a bit deceiving in bowls, isn't it, with the camera angles as to who may be holding shot. But I suspect they may still have it, Howard. Well, he's shaping up here.
It's going to be
so he must be down. Here we go. Our first drive of the day. Bang. Well, he's cleared the deck.
We called it early on. We said there'd be some driving, and I'd say that probably the way that things are falling, they've gone from 1 down to holding 2, I'd say.
Live music playing here as well, and we've got the coffee vans, and it's just delightful surroundings here. And that one, that's a beautiful bowl.
It is.
So well done, Jared Howard.
And I've misled the viewers. They were down 1, but I'd say they're up 1 now. So
yeah, it definitely looks like they're holding 1. So last bowl here for Jared Davies. No, just going to skip past. So little window of opportunity here for Howard and Walker-Davis. Try and peg this back by a couple.
Might even try and roll that. Got a bowl there that's very handy. Might try and roll closer and then roll in off.
Just got to be a little bit careful, but no, it rolls it in. So 4 ends done.
Be a couple there, I reckon, to Howard and Walker-Davis.
Three. So there we go.
Quick as that.
3 shots to Howard and Walker-Davis. So as we thought, Rob, Josh has taken that mat right back. And
it
starts off with a beauty.
just shows how quickly it can change. That's a beautiful bowl.
Isn't it? So all of a sudden it means Davies and Morn, they've got to adjust.
Yep.
As well, but I think Isaac's adjusted pretty well here.
Yeah.
Just going to slide in.
A lovely bowl too.
It is a great bowl.
A number of our viewers obviously, Rick, are bowlers, so they get it, but for those who might not be, that ability to adjust your length, you know, it looks pretty easy when you watch it on the TV, but really takes some skill and effort, doesn't it?
Here's another beauty coming in. Might just be, well, the line was good. Just finished probably 1.5 meters short. So great to have your company wherever you might be watching. This is the inaugural Viking, the East Launceston Bowls Club.
Stay there, mate. 1 metre.
Yeah. Jared Howard there in the effects mic. Wanting 1 metre on that last bowl of Josh Walker-Davis, and he's certainly given him that extra metre.
And then some, I think.
And a bit.
A bit heavy. The effects mic's just a terrific addition to telecast. You can hear what's going on from the bowlers.
Yeah, they're all well behaved so far.
I think that comes with ability, Rick. I'm sure if I was rolling a few down, I think they might have to censor me out on a delay.
Isaac's just got his direction a bit wrong there. He's made a brilliant start to the day, though, hasn't he? So that's a little disappointed with himself in that one. They cross.
Good comeback on that last end from Howard and Walker-Davis. They were staring down the barrel, down 7-0, down a couple at one stage. Narrowed that margin and controlling that mat as you talked about, Rick, which they like those longer ends.
Yeah, he did. Right effort. Metre.
Nice bowl. Davies, he'll be looking to get that compass adjusted. He's been a little bit off,
1 metre.
off what he'd be wanting. Much better weight.
Yeah.
Weight spot on, mate.
It's always good when they yell that out. Weight spot on, and we've just said that, so that's good. We're obviously on the money.
Yeah, you're on the money, Rob. Howard.
Same shot, but you can see the bowl for 3.
May possibly come in handy a little bit later. It's not the worst bowl you'll see today.
No, and those back bowls can be really handy.
Absolutely they can.
The previous one.
I think Jared likes this one. You always tell, can't you, when they follow it in.
He's chasing it.
Might going to be a bit short though, this.
Hang on.
Anyway, he'll stay down there and have a look.
Be interesting to see as we go on, Rick. I know there's only a light breeze here at the moment, but whether that's a factor with things.
He's predicted to pick up a little bit this afternoon, I believe. Need our mate Dave Moore, don't we? We need Dave, if you're watching, mate, give us the latest.
He'll be all over it, Dave Moore. A bit short as well.
Supposed to pick up a little to 15 to 25 kilometres an hour early afternoon. So see the flags just starting to flap a little more aggressively.
It does make a difference when you're bowling into that breeze. You've just got to be a little firmer, and the fact that the guys have left a few short.
So thank you to Daniel Chandler for the message as well. Jared Davies is playing at the Premier League at Broadbeach and works at the club. It must be warming up here a little bit because the hoodie's off. But here comes the drive.
Jared!
Oof.
That's where those back bowls are.
Yeah,
handy.
Isaac was very keen on that very early.
I think he still left a shot there for Howard Walker Davis, I think.
So I think one was the call.
One down or one up?
Yep, and we're up to 7-4, so one shot there for Howard and Walker Davis.
Beautiful drive. He's certainly been on the money with his drives, but didn't get rid of everything that he needed to get rid of.
So we're right back in this contest. As you mentioned, it was 7-zip after 4 ends. We're down now at 7-4 after, as we head to the 6th end, this 15-end contest.
Shows the listeners, Rick, doesn't it, just how quickly things can change as well. That's the great thing with this Laurie Bowl pairs. All of a sudden things can move along pretty quickly in either direction, can't they?
Absolutely.
Weight's not bad, mate.
Certainly Walker Davis and Howard will be liking the fact that they've got the mat. Certainly it showed on that last end. They like the longer end. Nice looking bowl. I think that might be a bit short though. Good direction. I know Rick is a bowler. You're frustrated when you see bowls sitting above the jack like that. You know, it's a bit of a wasted bowl in a lot of instances, isn't it, when you do that?
Indeed.
Just a bit of weight.
Bit of weight there. So
Walker Davis playing very quickly there. Better weight this time from Josh Walker Davis. Much better weight. That's going to grab the jack, I reckon. Beautiful bowl. They're holding two. Walker Davis and Howard. See what Norm's got up his sleeve here. He's gone to the backhand. He's got rid of one of those. That's a great bowl. Fantastic
look at that
bowl.
from Isaac Moore. So he's turned it into a holding one for himself.
Nice toucher there as well. Yeah, just how quickly, hey? So they down two before he bowled that last bowl. Now up one. So he's set a platform certainly for his teammate, Jared Davies. See what Jared Howard's got to say about that for the Howard Walker Davis combination.
So they've got themselves right into this. Was said they were 7-0 down after 3 ends. Howard and Walker Davis. Beautiful line.
Lovely bowl.
He'll get in there for a second. Almost.
That's a ball pass, Jack.
It's the one shot at the moment still is Jared Davies. Broad Beach Bowls Club. Yeah, had the pleasure of being up there a couple of months ago, and it's just not only a magnificent part of the world, of course, but it is an outstanding bowls club.
Yeah, they're very blessed in Queensland, aren't they, with that weather and the fact that you've got bowls going all the time. The facilities are just amazing.
Jared Howard.
Bit heavy, I think.
But
No.
that is outstanding, isn't it? Look at that. Beautifully bowled there from Jared Howard. So from 1 down to 2 up. Bowl here for Davies. From the backhand.
Following it.
He's following it. Coming in now. It's going to go straight through that gap.
They've got a nice little collection of bowls over on the right of our screen. Walker Davis is showing him where he needs to deliver this one.
Beautifully picked up by cameras, and where such a team game, isn't it, Rob Soward? It's, 'cause it is very deceiving when you're only 20 metres away, but the angles look totally different when you're down that end. And he just about got it right. He had the right line.
Line was
just didn't have that length. So holding a couple at the moment.
Be interesting to see how Davies attacks this. He's got the last bowl on this end. And as you've said, Rick, he's down 2. Whether he tries to do something with this jack and push it over towards a collection of bowls.
The final bowl of this 6th end.
The backhand. Too narrow.
They're going to ricochet off something. No, it's not. It's going to go through. So they are right back in this contest now, aren't they? After 6 ends completed.
Yeah, in all sorts of trouble early doors, and now down 7-6. I think that's 2 shots there. I think to Howard and Walker Davis. So with the momentum changing, it comes back, doesn't it, Rick, to how Davies and Morm adjust to that.
It does.
What they do to seize that initiative back and win that MAC back, which is crucial.
When you're on a good thing, you stick with it, and that's what Howard and Walker Davis are doing here. The mat is right back again.
A lot of non-bowlers probably don't realise how important it is to control that mat, to control the game. Some bowlers are more comfortable with those longer ends. Beautiful, beautiful bowl.
Lovely bowl.
Nice toucher on the way through.
Almost the perfect line. Explain for those who may be watching and not too familiar the relevance and the importance of a toucher in bowls.
Come on.
It's crucial, isn't it, as far as what happens when people drive and bowls end up in the ditch. So if you get a toucher, it still remains in play, doesn't it?
In play, exactly. Right, so Isaac coming here. We've got a good view of this. Going to tuck inside here. This is a good bowl. This is a really good bowl. Just a little bit stiff there.
Take him around the corner.
And I think the thing, Rick, there's probably numerous examples from high level tournaments where you're down to the last end, you're down to the last bowl, and that toucher is the difference between winning and losing. Trying to shoe that one in. Handy back bowl.
Yeah, I know.
Nice line there from Morm.
Jarrett likes this, but just going to die away. So just a little bit tight there.
Tell you what, the camera work makes it certainly easy for us to call it. We're, as you said, Rick, we're undercover. We're looking at a TV screen and some great camera work going on, making our job pretty easy, that's for sure.
Yep, thanks to the team at Roundtable Studio. Everything going beautifully here. Perfect conditions this afternoon here in Launceston. East Launceston Bowls Club. Right on, camped on top of the hill, overlooking the CBD.
Good weight on that.
Weight's pretty good.
Narrow. Goes without saying, the side that wins it is the side that can just constantly deliver with the changing length in end.
Absolutely.
And players just taking a little while to adjust.
See Jared, he looked at that last bowl from
late there, mate. You can give it a little
Jared
bit.
Davies, that is. Of course, we've got Jared Howard as well, but just got that better line, just came out from a little bit wider.
That's the track.
Almost at the halfway stage of this quarter final, and
Fanboy.
throw a blanket over him at the moment.
So,
Bigger line there, mate. I'll buy you dinner.
right, so Jared Howard finishing a fair bit short there, so Got a good opening on this forehand side if you can get the line right here, Jared Davies. Started that one out wide again, and
4 feet, you're a toucher.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Is there?
See what Howard can do here with his last bowl.
he's going to get there. Finishes a fair bit short. Isaac and Jared having a good look at this.
It looks like that's a Walker Davis, definitely a Walker Davis bowl holding shot. Which you tie it all up if Davies can't do something here.
Approaching the midway point of this 6 consecutive shots to Howard Walker Davis. So Jared Davies from the Broadbeach Bowls Club. Being pretty aggressive here. How's his line?
On, mate.
No, so just the one shot with 7 ends completed.
All square. All the sevens, Rick.
Wow.
7 ends.
Just be the one shot on that other end. I thought they updated to 7-6, so must have just taken the one shot only on that previous end. I'm sure they signalled 2.
Yeah, they did. Commentator's nightmare when we listen to what they're saying. I was looking at all the sevens there. Start there from Walker Davis. Oh, very handy bowl as well.
Nice
That's
one
going
as
to be
well
the shot.
from Isaac there.
Picture perfect day here at the East Launceston Bowls Club, and as things progress, Rick, you can see that deck starting to fill up. You can see more people rolling in, which is terrific.
Pretty nice spot to be actually at the moment, isn't it?
I'd be saying to anyone out there listening to us, Rick, don't sit inside stuck to that TV watching the car racing. You can come up here and sit on the deck and watch bowls, and if you turn your head around quickly, you might catch a glimpse of it.
That's right, it is on the televisions here as well.
Yeah, mate. One turn on, mate, you make 3.
Guys playing pretty quickly here. Walker Davis just letting that one go. Watching it, be a bit narrow. A couple of bowls sitting above the jack, and Norm holding shot at the moment just behind the jack. So Isaac will be looking to steady the ship a bit here, as Rick Fontaine said a moment ago. They're leading 7-0, and then they've given up 6 shots. It's not going to change things at all.
No.
Other than promoting Walker Davis's bowl just a fraction. See what Howard's got up his sleeve here. We're at almost at the halfway mark of this quarterfinal that we're covering on the live stream. As Rick said, we've got 3 other matches going on at the same time as we work our way through to the semi-final stage, which will be coming to you after this one. Nicely weighted bowl there from Howard. We'll just see how that's going to pull up. Line's not too bad. Just collected Isaac Norn's bowl on the way through, and got it sitting nicely there behind the jack.
A good side, isn't it? As you said, starting to fill up, and of course when we get down to the semis and the finals, we won't be playing on as many rinks, so it's going to be a great atmosphere. BPL coming up. There's plenty of bowls action around Australia at the moment, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the tournament we referred to, the Bowls Australia tournament in WA at the moment. We've got this here, and then obviously the pennant kicking off in a couple of weeks.
Good bowl here. Look at this.
Oh,
Look at this.
bowl.
Oh,
Come on in there, mate. Ours is pretty much locked in
Knocked
now.
his own
so-
bowl out.
yep.
Davies has got it all to do here. Just want to get that initiative back, get that momentum back that they started with. That's going to be way short. We're looking here with a naked eye, Rick Fontaine. How do you see that head? Who do you see holding the shot? It's
It's a tough one, isn't it? I do like that. That might be Josh's.
Wait to hold up underneath, Jared.
Walker Davis has got the two bowls
Got the
sitting
two, yeah.
above it, and then Morm's got the bowl sitting below it.
Yeah, I favour. I might have to stand up and see if I can look with the naked eye without the screen. To me, I wouldn't mind favouring Walker Davis here, but let's see what Jared Howard's going to come up with here.
He might make
Well,
it easy
but,
for us and draw a
might.
really good shot.
He's gone aggressively.
Surely.
Going to be heavy.
What a shot, mate.
Gee, that's a great shot, isn't it? So I suspect there was the answer.
Yeah,
I think they were down,
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden they're holding a couple.
yeah, that's a beautiful answering bowl there.
Brilliant bowl there from Jared Howard.
Make it easy for the commentators when they keep doing that. There really wasn't much in that. It was a touch and go one
Yep.
with who was holding shot. From this angle, it could have been Morn, but and they obviously thought so as well. Beautiful clear out there by Howard, and now they've got a couple. And Rick, you wouldn't believe it.
They'll
If
be
it
in
holds,
front.
they'll be holding
Yep.
the lead.
Right, what's Jared Davies got for us? He's winding up. This is going to go fast.
He likes a drive.
Straight.
He likes a
Hard.
drive.
And misses.
Missed a lot.
That one almost ended up in the next suburb.
Hopefully, it doesn't hit my car. It's parked a couple of streets away.
So, we're 8 ends done, 2 shots. So we have a new leader from 7-0 down to 8-7 up after 8 ends. Outstanding performance.
And that's just the great thing about this format of bowls, Rick, isn't it? It just can change so quickly. If you'd have just tuned in and saw those first couple of ends, you would have thought, hello. We're off to the races here with Davies and Morn, but Walker Davis and Howard have fought back beautifully.
Great start from Walker Davis there too with his first bowl. Isaac Morn now lead, and that's going to finish
Weight's good.
about a metre short.
We've got plenty of bowls left to play in this, but you wonder too, Rick, don't you? You wonder if it starts to play with your head a little bit.
Yes,
Particularly when you've got off to such a big lead.
exactly. Yeah,
And you want to get that mat back. It's a nice bowl there from Walker Davis as well. He's got himself a nice back bowl there. He's been bowling beautifully.
been outstanding.
Such a talent. We've seen him, as we've referenced, do some good stuff at junior level. He's obviously been an important player. Independent, he went up the coast last year and played with Wynyard.
Yes,
Been a successful player with Longford. He's got the Dubbo bowls top on today. Rick, I'm not sure how much bowling he's done for Dubbo, but he's certainly getting them on the big screen today. Beautiful third bowl there from Walker Davis as well. So now holding a couple. What's Morm got here to counteract that? It's got a nice weight. His direction's going to be a little bit off, I feel, although no, it's turning in nicely there. That's a beautiful bowl. That's the
brilliant,
shot.
isn't it?
That's the shot, and it makes me think too that wind's a little bit of a factor. So we might get a chance between quarter-final and semi-final to have a talk to the bowlers just to see that, because the flags are doing their thing at the moment, and
indeed.
that sort of turned back in beautifully.
Jared Howard loving these longer ends. They haven't looked back since they took the bat.
Needs a friend, mate.
Walker Davis looks like he's on another beer there, Rick,
Yeah,
too.
no, he's,
It's working for him.
Loving life.
Working for him. We might have to have a chat to the Bowls Club and see if it helps our commentary.
Well,
there we go.
Still 2 seconds. Pick your hand, pick your weight.
Bad spot there from Davies, but Jared Howard now.
Very tall.
A bit of pace again. And that one is
Change, mate.
got the line wrong, but
Bow in front of Jack Eye. Draw in front of her.
see there, Isaac wanting her to change hands. Julie obliges. You ever ignore them? But no, it's not what I see, mate.
Nah. Bit off line there.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's taken a moment to see in the beanbag,
Play
so
in
he's
the
pretty
wiffle,
relaxed too.
brother.
Yeah.
It's got him.
How good.
Beautiful bowl.
How good.
Beautiful bowl.
He's it's a confidence sport too, isn't it? Like it's just when you get on a roll, pardon the pun, it's a real confidence game like any sport. But Jared had a bit of a nervy start. I think he had 3 that just went back in the gutter, and now he's just got this range and bowling beautifully, combining well with Josh Walker-Davis.
And it becomes that implied pressure, as you say, Rick. Like these guys have just now struggled. Davies and Horn have just struggled with their. When this is going to be short.
Yep, it is.
Just the one, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration starting to creep in too. Not being picked up by the effects, Mike, thankfully.
And the other thing too that becomes a factor now too, Rick Fontaine, is that you start to run out of ends, don't you?
Yeah, well, they've picked up. I think they may have actually picked up 3 shots on that end.
Well,
No,
we've. I only thought that was the one. It's a little hard. The colour of some of the bowls are looking similar, but anyway.
so we are on the 10th end now. So that's 11 shots in a row for the team of Jared Howard and Josh Walker-Davis.
I'll play, bro.
It's been an outstanding comeback, hasn't it?
This is a great start from Isaac. That's a beautiful bowl. And that'll roll lovely. Get a little touch up.
Perfect.
This is a big end for them all of a sudden. We're on the 10th end now as we speak. So at the end of 9 ends, it's 11-7 for Howard and Walker-Davis. Just repeating, they were 7 zip down. Now, how's this going to roll?
Nice little toucher there. Yeah, it is. We start to run out of ends, and then Rick, what you see is that the side that's down starts chasing shots.
Yes,
don't they?
Indeed.
And you start doing things you wouldn't normally do, and that can backfire badly.
Absolutely. Another nice bunny. He might just tuck in here. Look at this.
Beautiful bowl.
Is it going to roll? It's going to sit. I reckon he's got a second there.
Beautiful bowl, Isaac.
Isn't it? And it's just sitting beautifully there. That only needs another little touch. What's Josh Walker-Davis got here? I think he was keen on it, but
it's gone through the gate.
It has gone through the gate, and that will just roll out.
Well, you could throw a handkerchief over these couple of bowls from Isaac Morm.
Yep.
So if his third bowl's in that vicinity, that's certainly a very, very good start for them on the most important end this match so far.
Yep. Going to knock his head. Oof. No damage done. It could have been. Could have been. Could have been.
A handy little back bowl there, just in case.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Howard and Walker-Davis do any driving. It's been all Davies at the moment. He's been the man that's launched a few.
Getting a little bit cooler, Rob Howard, isn't it? Feel that breeze is just not that it was warm, but
it is picked up. And I've looked out the window this morning, seen the sun. I've left my jumper at home, so I'm hoping it doesn't get up too much.
No.
Howard's away, so we'll see what See what he's got here. Offline and way too heavy. There from Jared Howard. He's off the mark on that one, which isn't what we've seen from him the last few ends. He's been very, very good. Davies. Trying to get control back of the Matt Davies at Morn. Beautiful. Stopped. Got a little bit more weight behind it than that. Howard's certainly got some weight behind this one. A much better line. Much better line. Oh.
Got two, mate.
Beautiful bowl. Morm still holding that shot.
Yeah. One touching count.
Davies trying to get them an all-important second. Howard and Walker Davis are holding second and third shot here at the moment, so this is a really, really important bowl in the scheme of things. It looks good. Good line. Oh. It's actually not worked out for him as he'd wanted to. It looks like it's promoted one of Howard's bowls. Having a look at it at the moment, potentially they could be holding 3 shots. Norm's still got the shot. But, Howard and Walker Davis have got the second and third shots. They're having a good look at it. Having a really good look at it, talking some tactics about what they're going to do here. He hasn't got a lot of room to work with. You can see that's a really, really tight head. Lots of bowls there around the jack. You've got 5 bowls right around the jack. Morm and Davies have got the back bowl behind the shot. It'll be interesting to see what he's going to do here. Jared Howard. Nice out of the hand. He's gone nice and wide. It's probably gone way too wide, I'd suggest. Now Morm and Davies having a little look.
It's an unbelievable head, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah,
this is what spectators love to see, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Incredible.
And that's what you'd expect at this stage of the tournament from such highly credentialed bowlers. I think five lead-in matches to this level. So and by the time you get to this scheme of things, you're really at the sharp end of the talent that's around. You can see, look at that, great close-up there from our cameraman.
Brilliant. Wow.
There's a bit of pressure here on Davies. You'd probably say he's probably not bowled to the standard that he would, the high standard he would set himself. He's a very talented bowler. This is his most important bowl of the day. This critical stage of this quarter-final.
Certainly is a critical stage. Tell you what, he's got good now. Something's going to happen here. Let's have a look. He's a little hop, skip and a jump, and oh golly, this is tight.
Cleared him out pretty quick there, didn't they?
10 ends done now.
Nice bowl there from Isaac Morn. Davis. It's ball there in return. I just haven't adjusted that score, I don't think, on that last end. I think that was one shot there to Howard and Walker Davis.
I think you're right.
It was. They're still controlling the mat.
A little distracted by
oh, no, it's,
lunch has arrived, Rob.
Well, they cleared it out pretty quick, Rick. They cleared it
They
out.
did. I'm pretty sure it was just the one shot, and certainly, obviously, they got the mat. So
Cleared it out pretty quick. They
we
Morn
think
would
it's
have been
12-7,
disappointed.
but we'll hold off in case I've bucketed it up.
Morn was a bit disappointed, I think. That held shot until that last bowl.
Josh not happy with that. Finished well short. This is a massive end. Howard and Walker Davis have won 8 consecutive ends.
Yeah, they've been fantastic. And Davies and Morn, not only do they need to win this end, Rick, and get that mat back, they need to win it by shots as well.
Well, the ends, we're on the 11th end now, and I don't want this lead to balloon out because it may not get to 15.
Yeah. Whilst technically ones might get it done, it's not how it's going to work out. You've got to, when you win an end, you've got to win it by a couple, particularly when you're down.
So impressed with Jared Howard after that, probably those first 3 ends. His line with the mat and this length has been absolutely spot on.
Yeah, great call there, Rick. He's been terrific. He's adjusted to that longer end better, and Walker Davis generally, other than perhaps on this end, has certainly given them a really, really good start, hasn't he, as the lead?
Certainly has. Jared Davies has just gotten a little frustrated over the last few ends, and understandably as well. He and Isaac were on fire early, but this is a good bowl here. This is a great comeback. It's just a couple of feet short.
I reckon that's the breeze. We'll make sure we do have a talk to the players after the conclusion of this, because I reckon going into the breeze, I reckon that breeze is a little bit of a factor. We saw it different venue in the state tournament early in January, Rick. We were bowling at the Trevellyn Bowls Club into a breeze, and it was certainly discernible going into the breeze and going with the breeze. So we'll see if that's a factor here. It has picked up a little. It's still a perfect
I think they're
spring day.
Three. This could be in for boards are going to hold. It's not going to hold.
They're throwing the gauntlet down a bit here, the boys, haven't they?
Have, absolutely.
Play, you see.
Jared Howard here, Longford Bowls Club. It's 20 minutes or so out of Launceston, away from the venue we're at today at East.
I didn't know that touch, mate.
Didn't quite.
Make him count, mate.
The knock there.
We referenced earlier, they're Longford, the reigning Northern End State champions. Got some terrific bowlers out there at the Longford Tigers.
All right, final bowl of this 11th end. Jared Davies. Three. So that's got him right back in this contest after 11 ends. Was the one shot on the previous, so lead was 12-7.
One bowl to come.
There were 3 shots there.
Yeah, one on the previous one, that's right. 12-11.
12-10 now after 11 ends. So finally been able to get back on. That was their first score since the end of 3 ends. So,
what a critical time to win the mat back.
and what happens? Look where the mat is.
Yeah, gone the short.
And it's a smart play. You go back to where it worked for you. They raced out to that 7-zip lead. Gonna go right down to the wire here, I think, Rob Tower.
Yeah, I think you're right. And again, that's what you want at this stage of the tournament, don't you?
Nice bowl, Isaac there.
Casting a bit of an eye over some of these other quarterfinals, Rick, just looking at the scoreboards out on the end of the greens there, and they're certainly not as close as the game we've got the close one, as they say.
Got the close one.
Keep pushing speed, come on.
Beautiful.
Walker Davis just needs a little bit more legs. Good line, beautiful line. Isaac willing it on this one.
Yeah, do it, mate. Turn yours, good.
Yeah, there's just not the room for error at this stage of the match, Rick, is there, when you're running out of ends?
No, that's right.
Everything just counts. It's so important.
Just salivating here, Rob Stow, the East Launceston Bowls Club, looking after us unbelievably well here this afternoon.
They are. They keep doing this. I might come back and call some games tomorrow, I reckon.
It's a good thing the cameras aren't on our spread here. Or maybe we could do it, make everyone feel a little bit jealous out there.
Big shout out to the East Launceston Bowls Club for putting on what is just a terrific event, and very well supported by the community at large and the bowls community in general. It's just terrific. So many people here at the moment, and I'm sure it's just going to continue to fill up as the afternoon progresses and we work our way through the semi-final into the final stage a bit later today. So stay with us.
Yeah, mate, turn on.
It's going to be a terrific afternoon. Terrific contest on our hands here. Jared Howard gets a touchy. You got a nice little touch there. Ooh. And I'll tell you what, very close.
He's looking with the naked eye there. You'd think that's
it's
probably
tight,
the
isn't
shot,
it?
wouldn't you? It's really tough to tell.
Sure. I mean, Jared Davies has wasted time here. This is a good line too.
Beautiful
Rob,
line.
he gets around. He does get around. It's just going to zip past.
One down, you only got to beat yours.
I'd say he's one down now, so Jared Davies holding shot. This is a great contest. Jared Howard got. Going to be a little wide and going to push through that one.
Yeah. Back bowl in case the drive comes out later, but at the moment, Davies and Morn off to a flyer, then couldn't buy an end, and then now controlling the mat again and holding shot.
Just going to go around as well, so look at that line there.
Get the outside and pop it in.
Now it's watching this one closely. Going to want it to turn back in. Going to be a bit heavy. One there, I think, Davies and Morn, wasn't it? Just the one?
Up back.
The short end working for Davies and Morn. We saw them use that really successfully at the start of the match when they got off that flyer 7-0 and looking the goods until Howard and Walker Davis fought their way back and liking the longer ends, but the end of 12, 12-11 I think we're looking at.
Yep.
So 3 ends to play, Rick.
Yeah, great start from Isaac Morn. So playing for a spot in the $10,000 first prize of the Viking. And building events, always a big job, Rob Soward, but tell you what, the organisers have done an outstanding job here for year one. It looks absolutely amazing, and having the rink set up like this where it's all been cordoned off, got the corporate boxes, people starting to come in, and the back deck as well. It's not only a great site, but it's just got a great community feel to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does, and you touched on the point, Rick, which is a point really well made. These things just don't happen. And before we went to the live stream, there were East Launceston Bowls Club members here volunteering their time, running around, setting up the corporate boxes, setting up the shades, bringing the green in. You know, it's just terrific.
Absolutely.
So just a massive shout out to their volunteer base, and you know, what a great result for their club.
And bowlers from right around Australia here as well, and overseas, and they've had a fabulous few days. Talking to a few of them over the last 2 or 3 days here in Launceston, having a great time doing all the touristy things and spending their money in our city.
Yeah, it's just another ripple effect, isn't it, of a club hosting something wonderful like this. All the visitors to our city who hopefully will continue to visit and come back and tell their friends what a great place it is.
Absolutely.
We've got 3 ends to play. Looking at the scoreboard there now, Howard and Walker Davis 12, Davies and Morn 11.
I'm just laughing because Josh Walker Davis saying there to Jared Howard, I've got another stubby there for you if you want, mate. Just never mind that we're a couple of ends away from a finish in a very tight contest. Just fantastic. Look at that beautiful, beautiful bowl there from Jared Davies. Threaded the eye of a needle there.
He did. Just a perfect bowl.
Absolutely. High fives from Isaac. That's a big bowl actually when you look at the scoreline. They trail by a couple. Look at that.
Yeah, in the scheme of things,
perfect.
It slipped away from them, didn't it? And they've just fought back beautifully. And those here watching Greenside, but particularly on the live stream as well, we're going to be in for a cracker finish.
So Jared Howard said, you get to these closing stages, you always want the mat, but it's never more important than what it is at this critical stage. You've got that advantage. You would like to have that last bowl, but you really want the mat. And here's the drive, and that's going to go. So.
Short of speed, he's probably got 4. You turn one over, short of speed.
Davies with it all to do. You heard Morn there. He talked about if he could turn that over, he could be holding 4. We'll see if he can do what he's been instructed to do.
Yeah, needs to get under it. You can hear from Isaac Moore, but he can't. No change. Status quo. Jared Howard makes his way back to the mat.
They'd be desperate to win the mat back too, because Davies and Morn have just showed us, Rick, haven't they, just how much they like the shorter ends.
Being aggressive here. Good line. Great line. Great bowl.
Cracking shot. Good result. Great shot.
I think, gosh, I realise there's still one to come, but I think, sounds of the reaction there, Howard and Walker Davis might be holding one now.
Walker Davis has sat down with his beer and he's looking pretty relaxed, so I reckon you'll be right, Rick Fontaine.
Well, if it was the other way, I'm not sure. He's just started out very wide.
Yeah.
Might keep this in. They're going to stay in. It's not.
A bit heavy.
Holding one, mate. That's it, closest forward. 4 feet off the ditch. You just got to beat it, really.
You heard it all there.
We don't need to
They're
commentate.
making us redundant, Rick.
No, we can sit back and enjoy the food.
That's right, Josh Walker-Davis just telling him how things were sitting.
Can he get a second shot here?
Yes, if he could, wouldn't it be important in the scheme
It's a
of things?
really, really good pace. Look at this. He is going to pick it up. Beautifully bowled. You heard there. Teammates, probably a few from Longford there.
Yeah, they like
Howie.
that.
And that's a couple of shots. So 13 ends. So 2 ends left to go.
14-11
And
to
it's
score.
14-11 with a couple to go.
Nah, it's all good. Nah, last end anyway. Give it 10 minutes.
Rob Soward and Rick Fontaine of the East Launceston Bowls Club for the Viking tournament. We're at the quarter-final stage and we are covering what is a fantastic encounter between Jared Howard and Josh Walker-Davis, who are holding a 14-11 lead over Jared Davies and Isaac Morn. And we've played 13 ends, we've got 2 to go. And it's been an ebbing and a flowing contest. Davies and Morn off to a 7-0 flyer. Howard and Walker-Davis just seizing the initiative after that, dominating the encounter. Surrendering the mat, Davies and Morn pinched a couple back, but Howard and Walker-Davis, crucially Rick Fontaine on that last end, 2 shots to open up a 3-shot lead.
Yep, 2 outstanding final bowls from Jared Howard. So they've got that advantage of 3. As we've seen, you well summarised Rob Soward. It has ebbed and flowed, this contest, and it is well and truly game on still. 4 very talented young bowlers here.
Davies and Moore know that, you know, it's not just about winning the end now, Rick. It's about winning it by a couple, because they've run out of. They could win the next 2 ends and still lose the match if they only won it by a shot. So they'll need a couple. Set themselves up for that last end. Not enough weight there for Walker-Davies on that last one. Walker-Davis on that last one. Horn certainly got the weight. This bowl. His direction, like it's going to be.
And it sort of held its line, didn't it? There wasn't, yeah. Very disappointed with that, but it's, everyone's pretty relaxed though in this format, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't know how relaxed
They don't
I'd
feel
be.
under pressure. No.
I was paying for 10 grand.
Especially with the cameras on you.
Yeah. Well, they often say, don't they, you know, younger people don't sort of worry as much. And I think in any sport, Rick, if you can stay relaxed, it's a key to success, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is.
Doing that in all
Oh,
sports.
Yeah. It's, good length. And maybe just out of the count at the moment.
I think you referenced, Rick, during your remarks, he got off to a bit of a slow start, Howard, but gee whiz, he really picked up things, didn't he, when they got that bit of a run on it, won numerous ends in a row. He's been terrific, Jared, and that's a beautiful bowl there.
And his bowl that just about be a lot of reaction down the other end, but I'd say that's holding shot.
It's a shot from here.
How important do you feel getting the mat is for this final end if it's really tight?
Yeah, and it brings that mental element of it too, because you know that they've been so good. Davies and Morn off that shorter end. They've got the mat.
Hey, ball,
A
mate.
bit heavy there from Howard. That's carried through the back.
You match your bowl, you second. You got 2 feet to draw another.
So we're on the 14th end here, 1 to go after this. A couple of big final bowls will bowl each here. Jared Davies
He'd be desperate to get a second shot here.
going to get it up there. I don't mind his pace length there. I reckon he's going to get in. I reckon that's in the count.
Yep. Looks like they're holding a couple. Now, all to do here for Howard. I mean, imagine this, Rick. If they hold the 2 here and then win the mat back, we're turning for home at 14-13.
Coming down for a bit of a conference here, these two. And as you would, it's a huge bowl in the context of the game. They lead it by 3 at the moment.
And that's really important, as many of our experienced viewers would know, to take your time and to actually walk up and see the head. You mentioned, Rick, which is really important. Looks a bit different from 20 metres away, doesn't it? As opposed to when you're standing there just looking at it from a metre or 2 away.
Indeed. Right, so
How he knows what he's got to do.
they've hatched their plan. Can they execute it?
That's the easy part, isn't it? Hatching the plan.
So, 14-11. Could, if it doesn't go right, it could be 14-13. And they lose the mat. Probably, you suspect, go back to that short end. So here he is, Jared Howard.
The backhand.
Good time, lady. Come on. Harder, Howie.
A good looking bowl, this. It's a really good looking bowl. Oh, a bit unlucky.
Great attempt.
Didn't do much wrong there at all, did he?
No.
And this game is centimetres sometimes. Particularly with a good head, it just needs a little touch and it can roll in at what it did there, but it could easily have been 1 up for Howard Walker-Davis, but sharing it a couple at the moment. So over to Jared Davies now.
He could tie it up. He could tie it up if he puts this one where it needs to be. And wouldn't that be a great setup for the last end of this quarter-final? Courtney Hobbs has she's nailed it. She said this would be the one, didn't she, Rick?
I was just thinking that before. But great decision from the expert, the president of the East Launceston Bowls Club. And this one's going to
nice line.
not quite get up there in the count.
It's going to be a bit short though, isn't it?
Handshakes all round. So well, that is interesting.
I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Fuck the screen.
We'll have to get a little bit of an update on that one.
We
It looks
will.
like Walker Davis
Because,
and Howard look from here like they were down a couple of shots.
All right, well, we'll wrap up the coverage here. We'll get the final scores very shortly, but it is all over here. Inspector Howard and Walker Davis will progress through to the semi-finals, but just haven't updated the scoreboard. But we suspect that Howard and Walker Davis are gone, so we're going to leave the coverage here for now. We are going to be back for the semi-finals shortly, but for now we'll take a break from the East Launceston Bowls Club.